In this video, I want to give you an overview of the word list generator now that it's had a few updates to make sure that you know about all the features and you are making the most of them. So the first thing I want to do is, obviously, once you log in, you'll see this homepage here. But at the top, if we click settings, it will load this screen here, which allows us to set blocked or banned words. So what this does, if you put a word in here, and for example, you might want to do swear words or any sort of word, I'll just do lion for an example and click the green button here, and it will add it to the list here. Now, what this means is all the words I add to this list, if they are in any of the word lists, once you download it, they will no longer be in there. So for example, if I download the animals, which has got lion in there, because I have lion on my blocked or banned words, it won't appear in the list that I download. And now you can obviously add as many blocked or banned words as you want by typing in here and clicking the plus, and you can remove them by clicking the red minus here, like so. Okay, so now we've got the settings sorted. What we're going to do is head up here and click generate. So this is the main generation page of the word list generator. And as you can see, we have a variety of different word lists, all under different categories. And under each category, we have word lists of all different topics and categories sorted in different manners. And also next to each one, in brackets, we have the current amount of words in each of our word lists. So if we just go back to the top now, and at the top, you'll see various settings up here. So what we can do is we can control the number of vowels we want in our word list. For example, if I put 2 to 4 or 2 to 4, this will only return words that have 2 to 4 vowels in them. And again, I can do the same for consonants as well. And then the return max feature here, what this does is this sets the maximum amount of words you want to download. Say, for example, you're doing 10 word searches and of 10 words, so you only want 100 words. What this will do is on these, say for example, this one, it's got 1,598 words. If I download this, this will now only return 100 words. And these 100 words are selected randomly from there. So you don't need to worry that they're always going to be the same from a larger list. And then up here next, we have the option for repeating characters. So by default, this is enabled. So you might get words with the same character in again. If you want to turn this off, just untick it like so. And then finally up here, we have the ability to select a language. So by default, all these word lists are in English, and this is the language that they were composed in. But you can select from French, German, Spanish, Italian, Dutch, and Japanese. But do bear in mind that all these languages, except for English, of course, are machine translations. So please do bear that in mind when you're selecting a different language other than English. So let's have a look at our actual word lists here. Now, as you can see, each of our word lists has 2 boxes in, which are 0 to 0, which shows 0 to 0 at the minute. So what this allows you to do is set the length of words that you want to be returned. For example, you could say you wanted only words up to 10 characters, so you'd be from 0 to 10, or perhaps you want words that are 10 characters only, then you'd put 10 to 10 like so, and the same applies for all of these word lists. And then finally, what we have the option to do here is sort our words A to Z or randomly. Now, if you are, like I said at the beginning, if you are not downloading the entire list, so you have a number in the return max, when you click A to Z or random, it will draw that number. So I've got 100, it will draw 100 animals that meet the criteria randomly from the file and then sort them A to Z or obviously random. And once you've got your settings, just click whether you want A to Z or random, like so, and then that will download our text file, which you can see here, like so. So now I've shown you the main generation page. The next page I want to show you is the AI generate. So all you need to do here is type in a topic that you want to receive a word list on. So this is useful, for example, if you're trying to create a word search and at the moment haven't got the word list in the word list generator. So let's just do something simple. Let's say English Premiership teams, hit generate, and then that downloads our text file there. And if I show you that, as you can see, I have my list of Premiership teams like so. And then the next feature I want to show you is the bulk generate page. So here, this works basically exactly the same as the generate page, but what this allows you to do is that you can select multiple word lists to generate from. For example, I can just choose a few different animal ones, for example, or any ones you can select. And of course, to unselect, just click it again. And then you have the same settings here as you have on the generate page. So I can control the word length, how many characters I want. Again, as before, 0 means the filter won't apply, but you could do 0 to 10, or you could have 10 and 10, which would return words that are 10 characters only. And we've got the same for the vowels and the consonants. And then here we have the ability to set the max words per file that's returned. So for example, if I put 10 here, what will happen is I will get 10 words from here, 10 from here, and here, and here, and here. And then finally here, we have the option if you want repeating characters, as I explained on the previous generate page. And as we're selecting multiple word lists here, there is the possibility for duplicate words. So if we have this ticked, it will make sure there's no duplicated words. And then lastly here, we can choose whether we want to sort A to Z or random, and then just click on it like so, and it will download our text file. Now, the final feature I want to show you is the edit file feature. So if you use the puzzle generator, for example, you can just go into text files, copy those words, and then paste them into the Excel sheet and export them that way. But obviously, depending on what word search generation software you're using, this may differ. So for example, what this allows us to do is to format our word lists in a way that would be compatible with your word search generator. So our first option here is if we want to split our file into multiple text files. So for example, if we have 100 words and we want 10 word searches, 10 in 10 separate files, we'd put 10 in here. If you don't want to split your file, leave this at 0. Our next option here is to add a title. Now these will be consecutively numbered for you. So for example, if you put word search in, it will be numbered word search 1, word search 2, and so on. If you don't want any titles imported, leave this blank. And what you find is on some software, they have a little symbol in front of the titles as well to differentiate between the words and the title. So you could just do like that if it's a hash, and then that would separate your titles from your words. And then lastly, if you're not splitting the file, you need to choose after how many lines you'd like the title inserted. So, for example, if you're making word searches with 10 words, you'd put 10 in here, like so, and then that means at the top would be word search 1, 10 words, word search 2, another 10 words, word search 3, another 10 words, and so on. And then once you have your settings, click choose file, and then what you got to do is select your file or word list that you downloaded earlier, hit open, hit submit, and then this will download here. So I just extract that to show you. As you can see here, I've got my words and the title has been inserted every 10 words until the end. So I hope this quick introduction video and overview of the word list generator helps you. Thank you for watching.